And to do that, we have Paola Balderman, who's Senior Vice President, Group FP&A, Head of Controlling at Oerlikon. And today she will talk to us about FP&A Systems Implementation and the change management around that.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here tonight and trying to walk you through the journey within Oerlikon on moving into an FP&A new management tool. Next slide. As Steve Jobs used to say, great things in business are never done by one person, but by a team of people. And that really speaks within this presentation on how a team of people, a group of people can really drive the change needed for getting into a better FP&A and planning tool. On my next slide, we have called this project within Oerlikon Project 1, and it's why? Because we had many different systems, solutions, and we wanted to step into one integrated enterprise performance management solution. Next slide, you will see where we are coming from, so the status quo, plus where we want to get on. Some pain points which you might recognize within your own function, company. We had a very fragmented system landscape due to different reasons, acquisitions, divestiture, and different business models within our division. We had we had resource shortages, so changes are very imminent, and we need to adapt and have resource where it really is needed. We were missing a little bit of the finance autonomy, lacking of reporting, the flexibility, a lot of different interface, and a lot of data analytics. Resistant to change is one common mantra when we are talking about very different system implementation, and we want to get more agile. So what we did is identify the technologies which we want to replace with one single platform. Very important, what are the business requirements? How does it fit with the strategy? What we want to achieve? We want to being more agile, we want to be able to scale pretty quickly new acquisitions, new KPIs, new data integration, and we want to be we want to step into leverage those capabilities to become really a digital process within FP&A. The results we want to achieve is, of course, a faster closing, budgeting, rolling forecast cycle. We want to make being more proactive than reactive. We want to limit as much as possible the manual effort by deploying people and resources into that business partnership within financial planning and analysis. And we want to make sure the data is consistent, the so-called one version of the truth. On my next slide, you can see the benefits we want to achieve by doing that, this digital transformation. So streamlining, centralizing, make the process more flexible. We want to automate a lot of activities. which can be automated. We want to standardize and avoid reconciliation issues and errors, and we want to make sure that we become more productive in the added value activities, and we spend less time into the analysis and the retrieving of data. On my next slide, these are a couple of food for thoughts on major changes within companies, within functions, and also when we are going to implement a new system. Resistant to change. How do we advertise? How do we make sure that people have the buy-in that the change is necessary and will be better for them personally, professionally, and also for the whole company? Sometimes we see inadequate commitment and sponsorship from the top down, and this is a very important key factor for a successful project and process. What's the vision? We start having a very fragmented vision. Different departments, different business wants different things, have different requirements. How to bring that vision together? Project management, poor project management, why does it happen? Mainly it's because there are too many compelling priorities, and we do not apply the focus we would need to apply within a project management implementation like this, which touches global, all the business units, divisions, consolidation, teams, and different countries. When the case for change is not compelling, again, we go a little bit to the first topic, resistant to change. Why do I need to change, or why things are not fine as they are today? No, because the world is changing. We have seen in the past 2 years with the global pandemic, and therefore we need to be much more alert and flexible and agile to make sure that we meet our business goals. In the next slide, some takeaways as from a change management perspective. Change management is not like a project. You have a start, you have a finish, but it's an ongoing business process which needs to be embedded in the company culture. Change is constant. We have seen in the last years. We need to adapt. We need to make sure that people are have proper skills and competencies, and we develop to the ever-changing goals and activities within an FP&A function, for example. Stakeholder management is very important. We need to make sure that everybody embrace of the key stakeholders embrace those changes, and they disseminate throughout the company and throughout the functions. And then we also need to understand that change provides a truly strategic advantage for the success of a company to achieve their strategic goals and so on. So those are some takeaways which I like to share with you.